Do you send a thank you letter after every interview you attend? If not, you should be. In this video, I'll explain why you should send a thank you or follow-up letter, what to write in it, when to send one, and I'll give you a sample letter to make it super easy for you. Hi there! If we haven't met before, I'm Stacey Davidson, founder and CEO of Virtual Job Search Coach since 2008, creator of the Power Up Your Job Search program, and on this channel I teach techniques and strategies to help you determine, pursue, and land your dream job. Will you get hired specifically because you sent a thank you letter following your interview? Probably not. Could it help your candidacy? Absolutely. The strength of your candidacy is made up of many different data points. Your ability to do the job, the relevant experiences from your background, your education or other credentials, how well you did in the interview, how much the hiring manager or team see you fitting into the organization, what your references have to say about you. The more points you have on your side, the stronger your chances of getting the job offer. Now, before we jump in further, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and tap the notification bell to be alerted when my next video is out. The best way to think about the follow-up or thank you letter is as an opportunity to make a point and further your first impression. The great thing is, while all candidates will be measured on most of the criteria I just talked about, sending a follow-up letter is not required. And did you know that less than 10% of candidates send follow-up letters? Therefore, if you do it and do it well, you're seizing an opportunity that the other candidates may not utilize. Follow-up is the professional thing to do. More than anything, your letter is demonstrating that you are a courteous and intelligent individual. That can't hurt, right? Tell me in the comment section if you've ever sent a thank you letter after an interview. Your thank you letter should be brief. The point is to demonstrate your professionalism, be polite, and remind them of who you are. Your letter should cover 3 things. Number 1, thanking the hiring manager or members of an interview panel for their time and the opportunity to meet. Number 2, briefly reiterate your interest in the position. And number 3, it's smart to call attention to a shared point of interest or a high point that occurred during the interview, such as, I was very interested to hear firsthand about your process improvement initiatives. Make a point or two reiterating the fit between your experience and their need, such as, I can fully understand why you're seeking someone who consistently pays attention to the details. To avoid the difficult situation you had described, I can assure you my track record of accuracy is consistent. If during the interview you did not do well on a specific question, but strongly feel that you have the relevant background and skills, you might consider mentioning it, such as, I don't feel I gave you a complete response to your question about, and then state what the subject is. In fact, my background is strong in this area, as evidenced by, and then give an example. I would be delighted to elaborate if you'd like to discuss. My clients often tell me they struggle with what to say in their letter. I recommend using power phrases. They will help you stand out and impress your reader. Here are a few examples of the kinds of things you can include in your letter. It is my goal to play an integral part in the success of a small to mid-sized company where the diversity of my experience and the level of commitment can be fully utilized. I am a motivated and dedicated leader. Many of my staff worked for me for over 15 years. My enthusiasm for meeting goals and accomplishing objectives have been contagious, and I know how to reward outstanding performance. With a family team approach, we've improved company profit, production levels, and job satisfaction. As a former business owner, I am well aware of the needs, concerns, and challenges facing management. I'm accustomed to operating with the best interests of the total business in mind and consistently seek the best use of time, effort, money, and human resources. I would like to provide the same for your company. I project credibility. Previous employers and colleagues have commented that I cooperate wholeheartedly on projects, collaborate on solutions for new problems that surface, follow up and do what I commit to, provide a contagious enthusiasm on a team. Thank you for your time and your interest in my application. As indicated, I am new to this area and I'm eager to join a growing operation such as you described. Therefore, I'm writing to convey my enthusiasm for the position. I know you have several other candidates to meet with, and should you ultimately decide on me, I assure you I will bring 100% to every responsibility. Now, let's talk about style of letter. When it comes to the style of the letter, you have 3 options: a handwritten thank you card, a letter, or an email message. If you choose to revisit the premises and the interviewer was laid back or the company is very customer or people-centric, then a handwritten card may suffice. However, if you have terrible handwriting, then this may not be the best idea for you. If the work style of the people you met with indicates a formal letter would be more appropriate, then send it as a well laid out business letter, such as an attachment if emailing. I'll show you a sample in a minute. Email has now become the most popular method for sending a thank you or follow-up letter. It's fast, efficient, and pandemic friendly. Here's my hot tip when it comes to sending your letter. Timing is everything. Ideally, you should write and send your letter within 24 hours of the interview, 48 hours at the absolute latest. The impact of receiving a follow-up letter gesture diminishes rapidly the longer it takes for the recipient to receive it. Now, having said that, I also don't suggest sending it immediately after your interview either. That can give the impression that you're using a pre-written form letter and that you haven't put much thought into it. If you want to write it immediately, that's fine, but wait until the end of the day before you send it, or first thing in the morning. Here is an example of a formal letter layout. First, you want to start with the date, then the name and job title of the person that you're addressing a letter to, the company name, and the mailing address. Then start with Dear So-and-so, or you can say Hi So-and-so. I appreciate the time you spent to interview me yesterday afternoon and felt our meeting was as enjoyable as it was informative. After thinking about the interior sales manager position and the goals set for it by the corporate office, I am confident that I would be able to meet and exceed those numbers. As discussed, I have had extensive experience building both distributor networks and direct sales organizations in the specialty coffee industry, as well as in others. My efforts have been rewarded with numerous awards and bonuses for increases in revenue and new accounts, plus recruitment, training, and development of talented sales personnel. Your company is a leader in the industry with an outstanding reputation for rewarding top producers, and I value the opportunity to meet with you once again, should I make the shortlist to a second interview, and the opportunity to meet with your Chief Operating Officer upon his return from vacation. Thanks again for the meeting, best regards, and then sign your name and put your phone number. I always suggest including your phone number after your name signature for the reader's convenience. If you're sending a formal business letter, then send it as an attachment. Otherwise, if you're sending your letter in the body of an email, you can leave out the date and the company name details and just start with the salutation. I hope this helps you write an excellent thank you or follow-up letter after your next interview. If you like what you learned today, then here are a couple of my other top videos you might also like. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.